Well, they say if you live long enough, you see everything. We are now replacing traditional tobacco cigarettes with electronic cigarettes. This new fad is sometimes referred to as vaping. There are estimates that some 7 million Europeans will start vaping this year alone, and that electronic cigarette sales in the United States will triple this year alone. Let's use our supply and demand analysis of markets to analyze how this is going to affect the equilibrium in the market for e-cigarettes. Let's assume that the graph in front of us represents the electronic cigarettes market. Quick review of supply and demand principles. On the vertical axis, we're measuring the price in the market. On the horizontal axis, we're measuring the quantity. P1 is the current price of electronic cigarettes. Q1 is the current quantity bought and sold in the market, and we'll say this is per month. These two are represented at E1, equilibrium 1. That's where we are presently, our temporary resting state in the electronic cigarettes market. Now remember, demand is a schedule of the various amounts of anything, a good, a service, or a resource that buyers are willing and able to purchase at a series of prices for a specified amount of time. Ceteris paribus, other things being equal, price is the most important determinant of quantity demanded. Change in price causes a movement along a single demand curve, a change in quantity demanded. Likewise, supply measures the various amounts of a good or service or a resource that producers or sellers are willing and able to make available for sale, series of prices for a specified amount of time. Again, other things being equal, ceteris paribus, price is the most important determinant of quantity supplied. But we have these non-price determinants, both in supply and demand, which help us explain how these curves shift. They're sometimes called the demand or supply shifters. So which non-price determinant is affecting the market for electronic cigarettes? Well, taste and preferences. It seems like the taste and preference for traditional tobacco cigarettes may be going the way of the dodo bird. At the same time, there's been an increase in the taste and preferences for electronic cigarettes. This increase in taste and preferences will shift the demand curve to the right. Notice D2 now on our graph. This brings us to a new equilibrium. The increase in demand caused by the increase in taste and preferences will both increase the equilibrium quantity at Q2 and the equilibrium price at P2.